Welcome to The Explainer. So you're aiming for a role at McKinsey. You already know the competition is just fierce. But what if I told you that most of the prep advice you're finding online is actually dangerously outdated? Today, we're going to crack the code on McKinsey's 2026 application process. We'll use their own data and the latest intel to build your winning game plan. Let's dive in.
Okay, first and most importantly, I need you to burn this date into your brain. March 29th, 2026. For any undergrad or non-MBA master's student who's even thinking about an internship, this is your D-Day. Why? Well, the inside scoop is that applying by this early deadline can drastically, and I mean drastically, increase your chances of landing an interview. It's the first and easiest way to get a real edge. So, here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll talk about McKinsey's new, much faster timeline. Then, we're going to bust some big myths around the solve game and focus on the two assessments that actually matter now, the Red Rock study and the Seawolf game. And finally, we'll pull it all together into a simple, winning game plan for you.
All right, let's jump into that first major change, McKinsey's new timeline. And this isn't just some minor little shift. They've sped up the entire process. And believe me, the clock is ticking a whole lot faster than you probably think.
Just take a look at how McKinsey has totally shifted its recruiting calendar. You can see intern applications open on January 1st and then slam shut on March 29th. For full-time roles, it's a summer thing, opening July 1st and closing August 11th. The big takeaway here? If you're an undergrad, that spring deadline has got to be your entire focus. You do not want to get caught off guard.
So, once your application is in, you hit the next major hurdle, the solve game. And while there is a ton of bad information floating around online about this, so let's just cut through the noise and bust the myths surrounding their digital assessment.
Okay, this right here is probably the most important part of your prep. For years, candidates have been told, practice plant defense, practice ecosystem management. Well, that advice is now officially obsolete. For 2026, your focus has to be 100% on two new challenges, the Red Rock study and the Seawolf game. Any time spent on the old games is just, well, it's wasting your precious time.
And look, this isn't just our opinion. The source material is crystal clear on this. It literally says, the plant defense game was replaced by the Red Rock study in February 2023. So this isn't speculation, it's a fact. It's time to delete those old bookmarks and focus on what's actually in front of you.
All right, so let's break down the first of these two current games. It's time to crack the Red Rock study. This one's all about taking a bunch of data from an island and turning it into a really insightful report. So what is it exactly? Well, the Red Rock study is a 35-minute assessment. You're basically dropped onto a virtual island and you're tasked with analyzing data about all its species. Your goal? To make accurate predictions about their populations. It's really a test of your analytical horsepower under some serious pressure. Now, it breaks down into 4 distinct phases. First is investigation, where you're sifting through texts and graphs to pull out the important data. Next up is analysis, where you'll have to answer math questions using that data you just collected. Then you move into the report phase, where you summarize your findings, and it all ends with a case section where they throw some new, totally unrelated case-style questions at you. Each step really builds on the last one. And here's the crucial thing to understand. This is not some abstract logic puzzle. It's a direct test of your quant skills. McKinsey wants to see if you can quickly synthesize data and do some basic calculations. You know, the stuff you'll be doing every single day on a case. So yeah, get comfortable with your percentages, mean, mode, and median. Quick and accurate mental math is going to give you a huge advantage here. Okay, now for the second game, which, to be honest, adds another layer of complexity. Let's talk about navigating the Seawolf. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to cleanse the ocean using microbes. The Seawolf game gives you just 30 minutes to basically become a marine biologist. Your job is to categorize and select these specific microbes to clean up 3 different ocean sites. And the whole time, you've got to follow a very, very strict set of rules. It's a logic puzzle with a really tight deadline. The process here is pretty multi-layered, and it's really a test of your systematic thinking. For each of the 3 ocean sites, you're going to select some microbe characteristics, categorize 10 microbes, choose 4 from a set of options, and then make your final selection of 3 that meet all the criteria. The point of repeating this 3 times isn't about biology. It's about seeing if you can apply a consistent logical framework again and again under pressure. Now here's a key piece of advice from experts who have totally cracked this game. With so many variables and constraints under that tight time pressure, the source material suggests, and I quote, "The easiest way to complete this step is by using an Excel solver." Think about it this way. This isn't cheating. It's being a consultant. You're using the right tools to manage complexity and solve a problem efficiently.
Okay, so we've covered the new timeline, and we've broken down the actual games. Let's pull it all together into your winning game plan. This is your clear, no-nonsense path straight to the interview.
Here it is, boiled down to 4 super actionable steps. Number 1, get a calendar, circle March 29th in bright red. Do it now. 2, forget everything you've ever read about plant defense and all those other outdated games. 3, drill your percentage calculations and basic stats for the Red Rock study. And 4, build yourself a simple Excel solver to help you cut through the complexity of the Seawolf game. That's it. That's your high-impact checklist. And that really brings us to our final thought here. McKinsey's recruiting process is always evolving. It's literally designed to find people who are adaptable and who think ahead. So the real question you should be leaving with is this. As their recruiting evolves, is your preparation evolving right along with it?